Oh, God. Still going through it from last time I played this game. Pain. Nothing but pain and misery. Where is the point anymore? Oh, shoot. I can't even go in the building. Oh my gosh, it's like nobody left.
Yeah.
Hey, you're late. Is it true Nagita really left another message? Kneel before Miss Sonia and thank her. She was the one who found it. I was going for a walk with Gundam's hamster and I found it when I stopped by the factory.
Listen well.
Wait a minute. What? Oh, coincidence you say? Wrong. That is the will of causality guiding you.
Huh?
Something doesn't... That's not how... You are not supposed to be here. That's not in the script. I'm assuming you've been going for a walk with Gundam. I never allowed that.
Damn right.
What is happening? So anyway, let's hurry up and play it. Yeah, you're right.
I wonder who's watching this message.
Is it a trader from the Future Foundation? If so, congratulations. Looks like it ended the way I hoped it would. Ended the way he hoped it would. Well.
Damn it.
Nagito was trying to kill everyone except the traitor. Damn it. It was just as Monokuma said.
Hey, hey!
So he really set up the traitor as the killer and even tried to make them survive the trial? But why would he do that? Because he's a sociopath. Why else? Enough with your useless talk. It appears there's still more. Am I talking to ghosts? But if everyone but the traitor is watching this video, then I can't tell if they're just gonna read it from themselves or not. It's just can't make up their minds. I guess I lost. The outcome is the complete opposite of the hope I believe in. Well, not that it matters for me anymore. I mean, no matter what the outcome is, it doesn't matter for a dropout like me.
Now then.
Let's put this meaningless introduction aside and get down to business. Since I don't know who I'm talking to, I'm going to speak so that both sides will understand. First of all, you might be wondering why I did what I did. Well, I just took action after talking about it for so long. The special prize in the final dead room allowed me to learn a certain truth. It would be troublesome if everyone found out, so I already disposed of that tape. But anyway, I was totally surprised. I mean... Oh my god, that sounded... my ears. Future Foundation's traitor must have known that truth all along. So I was able to learn the truth about this world and resolved to take action immediately. I shouldn't have made fun of Hajime. Deep down, I always wanted to become a protagonist myself. Did you just break the force? Nice mic quality. Check the web for details. But now that I know the truth, as I look back on Monokuma's actions, I'm starting to see what he's planning. By giving us information about the island's mystery and the Future Foundation, he's raising all your hopes. But only so can he lead you to unimaginable despair. Plus, Monokuma's trying to show that despair to someone. Perhaps that someone is... seriously pissing me off? Hell and I hope this doesn't mean anything. Jeez, what hopeless truth. Who's Monokuma's true identity? How could they come up with a plan like that?
Now then.
Well, that's enough reflecting on the past. Let's talk about the future now. The future. If you want to escape Monokuma's plan, there's a specific place you need to go to. The key to enter that place is that message you found at Nezumi Castle.
Well,
Interesting. Normally you need to follow a bunch of steps to enter that place, but since that message gets rid of those steps, you can think of it as an Easter egg or something. It was probably left by someone other than Monokuma or Monami. But that has nothing to do with me. Guys, still think you're not gonna die or something? Stop it, don't, stop. What in the world? Okay, that's getting a little freaky. I had to hide this until my plan came to an end, but I guess now's a nice time to announce it, right? So then, I'll announce the password. Okay, just making sure that there wasn't anything upside down. 11037. That is the password that was written in Nezumi Castle. You have to use that to enter that specific place. That's the only way you can escape Monokuma. I feel like I've been talking forever, but that's all for me. With this, my duty is finished. I believe my actions will become the foundation of this world's hope. And if that really happens, praise me. Tell others what I've accomplished. Erect a bronze statue of me. Respect me.
please call me the ultimate hope.
I don't think I will. This was Nakito's final message. That 11037 number that Nagito said was the password. What is happening? There's no mistaking it. That's the password to enter the ancient ruin.
Hey.
No, don't show me her face. Oh god. Better hurry it, I think. Let's go before the countdown reaches 0. You're right, let's go. Who am I? Is nobody going to say anything about this? Am I hallucinating?
There's something wrong with you.
That bastard Nagito. He screwed up till the very end. What was that praise me crap?
Of course not.
With all the crap he put us through, there's no way we'd ever do that. Yeah, you said it. What? What? I'm sorry for interacting with people. Now's not the time to relax. I need to hurry to the ancient ruin on the second island. Whoa. I can fast travel this. I don't know what is happening. Somehow it is quite nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Is it really safe to go inside? What's gonna be in there?
You are a boy, right?
So unreliable to be freaked out like that. You're a man, aren't you? What? I must be hallucinating. There's no way. There was also that countdown. There was no time to stand around.
I'm gonna do it!
Damn right, it's our last chance to get inside. I'm starting to feel nauseous from the thrills, the chills, the kills. What? If you're gonna let it out, why not do it in the Tupperware I keep with me?
Dumbass.
Hey, now's not the time to fuck around and find out. It's going to be alright, you don't have to worry. I'll protect my young master. Now, let's go forward together.
Shut up.
The hell? Don't treat me like a kid.
This is your leader's order.
I believe that hope lies beyond this point. That is your leader's order. Okay, no, maybe some things should just not be hallucinated.
What?
What was that? I told her that you only understand piggy talk. I said you're so cool in piggy talk. Wow.
In the name of my
I'm
family.
going to kill. Okay, you know what?
Hajime.
Hajime, the password, please. Yeah, I know. What is happening? Like, 11037,
Gonna
right?
be fine.
There's no need for you to worry. The only thing beyond this point is a shining future. Now then, let's open the door to the future. What if it was wrong and we just got shot on sight? Beyond this door, the future is waiting. A sparkling future. Now then, let's move forward. I highly doubt it, but we'll see. Whoa.
Is this a trial ground? But why am I at a trial ground?
It sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different than the one from before.
By the way,
Huh?
where did everyone go? Everyone?
What? Something's wrong? What did I do? No, that's not it. I'm not the weird one. What's really weird is this game breaking. This world? Uh-oh. Is it gonna blow up? Stage clear? Chapter 5. Smile at hope in the name of despair. End. Only 5 of us left. Oh no. Gamer's backpack. Oh no. Okay. Chapter 0? Why does that creaking sound like a fart? Heading to the school trip. I would think after 5 would be 6, but I don't know why it says 0. It would be wrong to say it was swaying from side to side. It was actually shaking rather intensely. The room I was in, it was shaking from side to side. The shaking was quite irregular. Just when you thought it was a series of small shakes, it would suddenly shake violently. Every time that happened, I'd have to steady myself with my foot. I couldn't stand up very well, but for me it was comforting. I never thought not knowing what to expect could be so fun, so I was feeling rather excited. But I figured I'd get bored of that feeling soon enough. That's what I was expecting. For me, a person who is loved by talent, detecting regularities among irregularities won't be that difficult. How boring. What? Do you like ships? What kind of ships are we talking about? Like materialistic vehicle ships, or you know? On the other side of the dark room, I heard a voice. It was clearly directed at me. Looked like you were having fun, so that's what I assumed. You do like ships, right? Ships? Ah, that's right, that's it. So this is a ship. You just realized that now? Is it really that funny? Hey, if you want, care to talk a little? The silence was starting to bore me. Instantly I saw his true character. The overfamiliar attitude, the friendly smile. But under that thin skin I could detect a foul, offensive odor like some kind of putrid slime. In a sensible way, of course. How should I put this? Is the smell exclusive to those who are already finished? Finished in what way? Nice to meet you. I'm Nagito Komaeda. Anyway, lucky me. It's been a while since anyone was willing to talk to me, so to share a room with a person like that. Yep, I'm definitely lucky. Lucky? Ah, so that's your talent then. What a boring talent. Ahem. Excuse you. I think having an innate talent to be extremely lucky sounds very cool. That I wish I would have. A boring talent, huh? Well, that's exactly what it is. But for someone I'm meeting for the first time to say that so suddenly, it's because I have luck as well. Huh? Even I possess a talent as boring as luck. Possess, huh? I'm starting to get really interested. Who are you? You're obviously from Hope's Peak Academy too, right? So you're one of us? Oh, but that's weird. It's the first time I've ever seen you. Hey, can you tell me why you're here? How did you end up here? How boring. Ah, sorry. I'm often told I'm terrible at making conversation. Not you. This world. Huh? This world is full of boring people. People who lack talent stick together and oppress those who do possess talent. Even though they know they're insignificant, they don't try to acknowledge their true superiors. They are profoundly desperate to drag them down to their level. Because of these bastards, this world has come to a deadlock. This world has stopped evolving. How boring. Well, the world is shaped by the will of the majority. It makes sense that it blends to those who lack talent. That's why we're in our present situation. Perhaps, does that have anything to do with the reason you're here? Boring people make no contributions to the world, not even a speck of dust. That's why my teachers taught me that a certain degree of selection must be performed. Looks like they had high expectations for you, huh? That's completely different from me. But, what are you planning to do? Now that you've ended up like this, there's nothing you can do, right? Listen well, using people is a talent too. It is now my turn to use that person just as they used me in the past. That person? Are you talking about ultimate despair? But how? I mean, they're already... I have it with me. The contribution that person left to me. Even now, it rests in my pocket. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm definitely lucky. I can't believe I'm speaking to someone as amazing as you. Look at his nails. Then will I be able to see her again? Will I be able to see the person I hate with every fiber of my being again? And this time, will I be able to kill her this time? The person I hate so much? Hate? Then, explain your hand. Ah, this? The end of that bandage is a woman's hand, right? Isn't it amazing? I can't move it, of course. I mean, it's not my hand after all. But even now, it still hasn't rotted. Hey, maybe that means it's becoming one with me. Isn't it amazing? I've successfully become one with ultimate despair, my sworn enemy. Wait, so that's... that's her hand? Kinda... Okay, so you're that kind of person, huh? I see, so you salvaged the body. You really are a boring person. I don't want you to misunderstand. I just... Giant truck? I just see her as my enemy, you know? Because she's my sworn enemy. Because I hate her so much. That's why I took her power. And for that, I... Wait, huh? Do I hate... What is happening outside? Ignore the loud honking. Do I hate her? No, that's strange. Huh? What is this? What is happening outside? It's like there's no way you guys don't hear that. I hear that super loud and clear. But, anyways. We'll try our best to ignore it. Oh, look at the window. We're finally here. You're starting to see it too, right? That's Jabberwock Island, isn't it? Isn't it exciting? I wonder what's going to happen on that island once we get there. What's going to happen? I can already predict what will happen. Huh? I already know because I'm loved by I'm loved by talent. But no matter what happens, it's of no concern to me. I will not be able to participate in what lies ahead. Really? I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. It's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again? There's no reason we'll ever meet again. After all, you are boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me. Damn. You really don't play along, do you? Who exactly... Oh, that's why it's called Zero. Because this happened before. The whole thing. I think. That was a short chapter. We beat it! Yay! Huh? What is this? What is what? Oh, what in the world is this? It's a door. Yep, that's a door. There's a door. Huh? A door? Why is a door here? Where am I? How did I get here? Where am I supposed to go? In the door? Huh? Isn't this a classroom? But even so, it's a very strange classroom. Why am I in a place like this? I went inside the ancient ruin with everyone else. And I arrived at a place that looked like a trial ground. But then why? It's not connecting. I don't know why I'm here. It's like there's no connection between how I left the trial ground and how I ended up here. It's just like before. And we were all gathered in that classroom just before we arrived at Jabberwock Island. But where is this place? Is it somewhere on Jabberwock Island? Ding dong bing bong.
Testing.
Testing,
Mic check,
testing.
1, 2.
Am I live?
Test of the school broadcast system. Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then. Welcome to Hope Speak Academy, you guys. At this point, I shall explain the graduation exam to you all.
Graduation?
So please assemble at the gymnasium immediately.
Huh? Did he say what I think he just said? Yes, he definitely said it. He said, "Welcome to Hope's Peak Academy." But why would this place be Hope's Peak Academy? Not just that. What is the graduation exam? Isn't the killing over already? Well, I guess we'll just go to the gymnasium and find out. We're in the first game. Even the hallway doesn't feel like a school at all. What a creepy place. At least it doesn't look like a normal school at all. It's definitely a lie. There's no way this place is Hope's Peak Academy. Is this creepy place the Hope's Peak Academy that I've admired for so long? It's probably just probably a building that Monokuma made us to startle us, just like the funhouse. That's right, that's definitely it. Monokuma said to come to the gymnasium, right? Then I'll go and definitely clear things up. Whoa, it's like blocked by a giant pixel thing. That's so weird. Okay. The gymnasium is here, right? I don't know, man. The sign up there that says gym, I mean, who knows if this could be the library for all I know. Alright, I'm going inside. Something might be waiting, but I'm not going to cower away anymore. And so I brace myself and cautiously open the door. Chapter 6. This is the end. Goodbye, Academy of Despair. Last chapter, I think. I mean, it says it's the end, so clearly it means this is the last chapter. I wasn't prepared for what was waiting for me on the other side of that door. It was a normal gymnasium.
Damn right.
Yo, Hajime,
Yo,
you heard the announcement I came here too? You guys did too, right?
What's going on?
Hey, what do you make of all this? Monokuma said this place was Hope's Peak Academy or something?
that is...
That cannot be possible.
Well, yeah.
You're right. Any way you look at it, it's impossible. Hello, how does it feel to return to long-awaited Hope's Peak Academy?
Why, you.
Hey, where are we? Where'd you lock us up this time?
That's...
What a shock. I just told you guys this is Hope's Peak Academy.
Of course not.
There's no way in hell that's true.
No.
Oh, but it is. I mean, this is definitely Hope's Peak Academy. Well, what's left of it anyway. What's left of it?
What?
Didn't I tell you? Unfortunately, Hope's Peak Academy fell to ruin.
lies.
You were serious about that? Stupid fool! I don't believe it. But of course it fell to ruin. I mean, they were doing things that they deserved to be ruined for. What do you mean?
I don't like this.
Anyway, I'm pretty disappointed. I went to all this trouble to bring you to Hope's Peak Academy, and you don't feel surprised or nostalgic.
Fine.
Well, to be fair, we lost our memories, so how could we? Oh well, it's not like I did this for you guys. Even if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic right now. You guys? Me? Someone?
Don't fuck with me.
Enough with this bullshit, just spit it out already. Where'd you take us, you bastard? No, I am not certain of my memories. I believe we entered the ancient ruin and...
In other words,
It means I made this Hope's Peak Academy between the door to the ruin and the inside of the ruin. What do you mean between?
Hey.
What do you mean made?
what's this?
Oh my, are your minds getting the grumblies that only knowledge can satisfy? Good, very good. It's fine to hurry along to the graduation exam, but it's in my nature to provide a little entertainment. Entertainment? You're planning to make us do something, aren't you?
No way!
There's nothing to be so cautious about. It's not like you'll be making life exchanges or anything like that. It's just a simple graduation exam.
Huh?
Then what is the graduation exam?
Hey,
Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate.
are you sure about this?
But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world.
So,
That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before I make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. Huh? We're obviously gonna get out. There's no way we'd stay here.
That's right.
This is annoying. Just hurry up and let us choose. Let's choose right now.
no.
You can't do that. The main cast hasn't arrived yet. Main cast?
Hey,
Meaning you guys are just extras until the guest of honor has arrived.
damn it.
So enough complaining already. Hurry up and start researching the outside world. What do you mean?
Uh-huh.
I have dispersed all the teaching materials you need for your research throughout Hope's Peak Academy. Oh, I see. Well, I don't think this needs to be said, but all the information is accurate and contains no lies whatsoever. Otherwise, the main cast is gonna hate me. So please rest assured and strive to do your best during your field trip. And as usual, after leaving us with his cryptic words, Monokuma disappeared. Even if the setting had changed, even if the killing was finished, he was still the same as usual. What's going on? Outside world? Main cast? Somehow I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey.
Like, he kept insisting that this place is Hope's Peak Academy, but that's impossible, right?
What are you saying?
How do we make it back to Hope's Peak Academy from a tropical island in the first place? It's impossible.
It cannot be.
There is no place for Hope's Peak Academy to exist on Jabberwock Island. I said I wanted to go back, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this. What does this mean? So many things I don't understand have happened on the island. This building is really Hope's Peak Academy? Something does not feel right. This is the Hope's Peak Academy I've been admiring for so long? What in the world is going on? Would you like to know? Damn it, why is this happening? Why? I was finally able to attend Hope's Peak Academy. I finally thought I'd become confident in myself. Even so, I wanted to become Hope? If that's what you're thinking, just stop it. Listen carefully. The only humans worth of becoming Hope possess amazing talents and a strong will. At the moment you're born into this world, you either have that or you don't. It has nothing to do with effort. You must be chosen by Hope to become Hope. That's why it's not even worth admiring. Or were you so blinded by your admiration for Hope's Peak Academy that you couldn't even see that? You're just some nobody from the reserve course who never had talent to begin with. A nobody who forgot he was a nobody. That's all. If I really am a nobody, then you should have just left me alone. Why? Why do I have to go through something like this? How'd you make this? Something happen? Huh?
Hey, bastard!
Now's not the time to zone out. Sorry, it's nothing. I don't really get it, but is that all?
I'm gonna do it!
As long as I don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what this means?
Hey,
Just what the heck is Monokuma anyway? He's not part of the Future Foundation, right? If you say that, then what is the Future Foundation?
jeez.
Even though Chiaki and Monami are gone, our situation hasn't changed one bit, which means the Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. It's the only thing I can think of.
You serious?
So they're not World Ender? Then we really were tricked by Monokuma?
However,
The Future Foundation is responsible for trapping us on this island, right? Regarding that matter, I believe Monami never once denied that.
damn it.
Even if they're our allies, they might not just be allies. Maybe Monokuma is telling us to investigate that information on our own. Chiaki said she could not betray the Future Foundation, but if she were still alive, she definitely would have helped us. No, even her just being with us would have been a big help. Aw. So, what should we do?
Damn it.
Well, it's obvious. If we're gonna get out of here safely, we have to do that graduation exam, right?
So annoying.
Graduation exam, huh? I'm not really good at taking exams. Well, I guess it's better than people dying.
Jeez.
Monokuma says something about a field trip, right? Is he telling us to investigate like we have been?
Alright!
Alright, I'm gonna do it.
Prepare yourself.
Like,
Yeah, we might be able to learn about something. About Hope's Peak Academy, about ourselves. I don't care if we don't know anymore. If we can just go back to our normal lives, I'm fine. Hey, we can go home when this is over, right? We can finally get off this damn island, right? If that's the case, let's all leave this island alive by any means.
Of course!
Hell yes. Hell yes, girl. He's right. Now's not the time to bemoan how unlucky I am. Where this place really is, what's happened to Hope's Peak Academy, none of that matters. What's important is, I need to leave this island with the others. We sacrificed so many lives in order to so many lives in order to survive just so we could do that. There's no way we can stop now, but Monokuma should already know that that's what we're thinking. So why did he say that? We have to decide on our own whether or not we want to leave Jabberwock Island. He should already know that we'd never choose to stay on this island.
Hey, hey!
Well, pretty sure there's like an apocalypse outside this world, but we'll see. So what are we gonna do? Can we start already? But what are we even looking for? Do we just have to investigate this weird ass building?
even so.
I don't think we'll find the answers to all our questions inside this damn building. I'll just go on ahead for now.
Whoa!
Hey, you're already going?
Jeez.
What is that idiot thinking, running ahead without being cautious?
Man.
She obviously isn't thinking about anything.
However,
He'll be fine. There will no longer be any situations where we must exchange each other's lives.
alright!
So we should do our best as well. Like they say, it is not scary if everyone stops at a green light. If we stopped at a green light, we'd never reach our goal.
Jeez. You're pathetic.
Kana already took off on her own. Might be faster if we split up and look around too. Like Sonia said, if there's no more killing, we don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore. Let's get this over with and go home.
Later.
I'll go on ahead. I'll see you guys later. Those brief words, Fuyuhiko left the gymnasium.
Excuse me.
I shall do my best to obtain a wonderful clue that will be useful to everyone. Now then, please excuse me. Sonia took a deep bow, then left the gymnasium.
Oh my.
Miss Sonia.
Miss Sonia!
Miss Sonia, please don't leave me. I'll be in danger if I'm left alone. Kazuichi chased after Sonia, who had just departed, and left the gymnasium. I should hurry and start too. Just a bit more. Just a bit more and it's going to end. I can escape this nightmare and return to my usual peaceful everyday life. The only thing you can do is advance toward that hope. Even though I don't understand, and that a lot of horrifying things keep happening. For the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm definitely going to go home. I see you.
I knew you could do it.
Are these coins even useful anymore? Like, what is the point? Oh, alright, let's, save. And we shall investigate for a little bit. Huh? That's weird. It's the hallway I walked through to get to the gymnasium, but it's clearly different. Is this Monokuma's doing too? Is he trying to confuse us again? I don't know what he's doing, but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's so persistent. Now, I'm not gonna fall for his trap. There's no way this will make me back down. 5th floor. Up. Not going there anymore. Ooh, frames. This hallway, there's a strange feeling to it, no? As if an invisible wall has been erected to limit our movement.
I am concerned.
Is it just me? No, you... Definitely... Not just you. Alright, well... Let's look at the map. No, we can't... Oh, we can't. Okay. I guess we just have to explore, blind. Well, I say blind, but... Okay, can't go that way. Zoom. Look at me, running through the halls. Super quick. Dojo. Finally, a door that opens. Whoa. So pink. Is this a dojo? It's full of strange things that make me think there's no way we're inside a school. Perhaps it's a mistake to expect the inside of this building to make sense. Okay. This armor and a helmet. Did the map developers design this to reflect a Japanese dojo? I mean, it is called a dojo, so... this cherry tree is in full bloom. It may be a tasteful sight to see a blooming cherry tree inside a dojo, but in this situation, it just looks bizarre. Alright. Oh. Cherry tree is proudly displaying its full blossoms. The falling petals add to the elegance of the scene. If Yoko and Peko were here, it would have looked truly picturesque. For their sakes as well, I'll definitely go home. He says he'll definitely go home, but I have a feeling he is not going to go home. A bunch of wooden lockers here, each of them have traditional looking wood block key sticking out of them. Guess they're just for show. There's nothing in particular that looks like a clue. Okay. Trial post, guess that means it was used for training. Target seems pretty far away. If the production team had more... If the production team had more time, there could have been a minigame here. I think if they had more time, they would have there would have been less like spelling errors like this. Wait, what am I saying? Yeah, right. Ooh, book. What is this? Is this a manga? The title is Manga for Morons: A History of Hope's Peak Academy by Monokuma. Am I gonna read it? Why is a manga with such a suspicious-looking title laying out in the open like this? Let's start with history first, class.
Hey,
Reading manga is the third best way to learn about history. What's the first, you ask? It depends on the person. So just as I thought, Monokuma made this. That totally explains how suspicious it looks. Who cares? Just read it. I really want to just ignore it, but there's no way I can do that. Fine, I'll look at it. I'll look at anything that might be a clue to getting out of here, no matter what it is. It's a cute art. picked up the manga off the floor and started flipping through the pages. It's an introduction to Hope's Peak Academy's history, as narrated by the cutesy character on the cover. The story begins with an introduction to Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Built to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are key leaders of various industries. New students are chosen through a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Hope's Peak Academy's teachers, who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Hope's Peak Academy isn't just a school for talent, it is also a school for researching talent as well. However, for the past few years, Hope's Peak Academy has been suffering from a decline in funding. If this persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to make progress with their research of talent, so they decided to implement a new system, the Reserve Department. Unlike the main department who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal faculty was hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. The expenses and exam fees for the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most high schools. Nevertheless, Hope's Peak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Hope's Peak Academy was now available to talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. With this, Hope's Peak Academy managed to amass sizable funds and began further research of talent. To create Hope's Peak Academy's earnest wish, a true genius who would become mankind's hope. But just when they thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That's right, it was the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy was crippled by this incident and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end. Cool. Huh? The ending was so sudden, like a manga that's suddenly cancelled in the middle of its run. Plus, these phrases mentioned at the end of this manga, the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. These names are so melodramatic. That's not why these incidents really happened, right? This manga only mentions the names, so I don't really know the details, but no. It'd just be a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make sense. More importantly, I learned something because of this manga, the Reserve Department. That department was only built to collect money. I was one of those Reserve Corps students, right?
But hold on.
Ah, that's weird. Oh, you're here again.
Shing!
Ah, the thing that's weird is you, of course. Huh?
Hey! Hey!
Why did you forget that you were part of the Reserve Department? The Future Foundation only took away your school life memories, right? And you should have known even before that you entered that you had no talent, right? So I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that too. We don't need to say.
By the way...
Based on my assumption, Future Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you were one of those Reserve Corps students.
I got it!
Or you willingly sealed those memories yourself. Huh? You wanted to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memory of what happened. That happens pretty often. Not that I know anything about that, though. Are you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it.
Come on!
When things get inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's expected of a Reserve Corps student. Damn. Damn it, what the heck? Bro just roasted me and dipped. Thanks. Okay, next up, let us go... where do we go? Oh, hello, Kazuki.
What's going on?
This holiday is kind of creepy. I can't go to places I should be able to go to. It's like some rule is being enforced for no reason. It's like there's an invisible wall or something. Yeah, Wait, wasn't I here before? Yeah, I was here already. Oh, I can go in here now. Is this always open? Metal slabs are covering portions of the classroom where windows would usually be. To go so far as to cover with windows like this. Does he really want to keep us locked inside? But why? Surveillance camera? Why would there be a surveillance camera inside the school? I'm pretty sure it's normal to have cameras in school, but sure. I wonder, does this have the same purpose as the surveillance cameras on Jamrock Island? If so, who's watching us? Is it whoever's controlling Monokuma? Does monitor serve the same purpose as the monitors on the island? If so, this would be under Monokuma's supervision, right? Probably. Clock doesn't have any hands. No feet either. What time is it right now? We can't see outside, so I don't even know if it's night or day right now. And last but not least, this book. This is another manga. It's laying on top of the desk. This one is Manga for Morons, The Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Huh. Was the Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy mentioned in the other manga too? That's why Hope's Peak Academy went bankrupt and it was a trigger for the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. They really like saying that. If I read this manga, will I be able to learn a little more about that incident? What does this cover? The story made heavy use of outdated stylized drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. What's written here is, as the name suggests, the tragic Hope's Peak Academy occurred at, well, Hope's Peak Academy. The key player in that event was a student named Izuru Kamakura. Izuru was a genius known as the symbol of hope. Hope's Peak Academy used all their resources to develop him. Supposedly, Izuru was a genius among geniuses and possessed various talents. Revealing superior talent for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Izuru as the ultimate hope. Oh. To protect such rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origins and identity. Because of that, most of the students at the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence. But Izuru, who was known as the symbol of hope, was responsible for a horrible incident. 13 students of Hope's Peak Academy's student council, among the Academy's best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Izuru. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Izuru's superior talent and conceal the incident as though it never happened. However, a certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage. That student uncovered what the Academy did, and by making that knowledge public, they stoked the fires of Reserve Corps students, who had long been dissatisfied with how they've been treated, and the uprising began. And that heralded Hope's Peak Academy's destruction. This is the entirety of the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Eventually, that incident will lead to that horrifying, devastating incident. That incident that would be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. We're excited. Danganronpa 0. They said the name of the game. With a heavy sigh, I closed the manga. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at Hope's Peak Academy. What irony, for a genius known as the Ultimate Hope to cause such a gruesome incident. A talent like that is too regal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold. Oh, you should be lucky that you're incompetent. Damn it, he always has to lead up to something offensive. Seriously pisses me off. The Ultimate Hope. Nagito mentioned that before too, but it looks like it means something completely different here. What Nagito said was the true meaning of hope. But for Izuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. I wish they'd given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve department. That's right, the reserve department. Here, it said that the reserve corps students in the reserve department began uprising. And what about me? Was I a participant too? No, that's not possible. There's no way. I have no reason to do something like that. Anyway, I've learned about the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy, but the biggest, most... Oh, I'm not reading this shit out. Far worse incident, right? What kind of incident was it? And who's the other students that isn't Izuru? A certain student who secretly used the incident to their advantage. Who is that? This incident is really messed up, but all it's doing is raising more questions. Shut the hell up. The mysteries just keep piling up. Yes, it is. Anyways, can I leave? Okay, so... in there anymore. Is this still locked? Oh, no it's not. Actually wait, let me look around first. See if there's anyone else around. Also yes, I am also experiencing the frame drops when I turn. It's not just you. Is anyone else around? Hello? Guess not. Alright then, into the biology room? Question mark? Raw. The bio lab. I have a feeling we're going to be reading a lot this stream. What the hell is this room? It's freaking cold in here. It's like I'm in a freezer or something. If I just stand still, I might end up freezing to death. I should hurry up and investigate so I can get out of here already. Alright, let me just see. 1, 2, 3... Okay, just these 3. This looks like a plastic tarp. Why does it look up like this? Clean up after yourselves, will you? Rarely has time to crack a joke. I've seen this in movies somewhere. There's a refrigerator for preserving dead bodies. At least that's what it looks like. But that's not possible, right? Keeping dead bodies in a high school? A high school biolab isn't something you should joke about. This feels so forced. This idea should have been cancelled during development or something. Huh? What am I thinking? Did I just break the fourth wall? That is a freaky image. There's another manga just laying around here. This time the title is Manga for Morons, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Must they say this every time? I knew it. The next one will obviously be about this incident. Biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, huh? What was that incident really about? It might turn out to be something lame. Really? That's what you think? Flip to the page of the manga and hope that was right. Some Junji Ito type of art. A story about creepily drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. An incident known as the biggest... Yeah. Awful history. Is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque? Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy of Host Peak Academy was simply the trigger. At first, the uprising by the by the reserve course students that triggered the tragedy of Host Peak Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. The community was not limited to students, and people of various races and nations began joining in. But the movement was not confined to the internet and began spreading and eroding the real world. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light. By then it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished, and wanton destruction became their only goal. Okay. The strong butcher the weak kill the weakest among them, and soon the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear. Zathera was regressing to more uncivilized times when senseless deaths were the norm. The media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. A feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coups d'etats began occurring around the world. A world waged in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain, just war. Pure war. And because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization devoted to a certain student who influenced Host Peak Academy, a group called Ultimate Despair. Instead of using Host Peak Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they used them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of society used their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair. Spread despair. That's quite the word. It's quite a like whatever. The powerful, influential created new values and morals to spread despair. It sounds like I'm saying spread despair. Yo, is that Juan? Hello, welcome. How you doing? Did I read this? At this, they created the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, yeah, bad event in human history. I'm just gonna say that. Spread this pair of legs. Think they're afraid to Junko? Maybe. As long as ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. Okay, this chapter has literally been me saying despair, tragedy, and hope for like pretty much every 2 seconds, and my brain just cannot. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. And it wasn't because I was freezing in this room. The biggest, most awful tragic in human history is definitely all made up. Yes, it's all fake. I mean, if this is really true, then what's happening to the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant. What's happened to them?
No way!
Hey, are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you? The tragedy of Dusker. Oh no. Who would enjoy reading something like this?
What?
Oh my, you don't like manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy. Enough. What is this messed up manga? High quality manga. How are you doing? Doing alright. It was raining today. I don't know if it's still raining now. I don't really hear it. Like, it seems pretty quiet. But earlier this morning it was like drizzling and stuff. But yeah. Doing okay. Hope you're doing well. Shut up. I thought you'd obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but for you to not remember that, For you not to remember that, such despair. That's the Future Foundation's fault though, thanks to them stealing your school memories. The incident that happened during the period has been completely removed from your brain. This incident really happened and I actually forgot about it? Damn, I forgot. There's no way that's possible.
What are you saying?
How many times do I have to tell you? All the clues here are real.
Hello.
Please understand, I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world. I'm ticked off. My cable company charged me for something I didn't order? Wait, what? What'd you get charged for? Like, what was it that you quote-unquote ordered? I see, so that's how it is. That's what he meant by what he said at the beginning. Finally going to graduate. On the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys be okay. Yes, I remember. Some movie pack? So, damn, what the hell? Probably should, let them know that you didn't buy anything so they can refund you, hopefully. I feel like that's happened to me too, like where I'm like charged for something that I didn't order, so I'm just like, as fast as possible, I'm like, that was not me, please, don't charge me. He's trying to make us feel despair toward the outside world, so we'll want to stay on this island. But there's no way I'm going to do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope, just like now. What? Perhaps, no, that's definitely it. They're only gonna wait, what? $4 back out of like 30? That is, why $4? That's so random. Whether or not this incident really happened, what in the world is this ultimate despair group? They're devoted to a certain student who guided Hope's Peak Academy to its destruction. Are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy? Plus, that organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. But if they're known as Ultimate Despair, they're high school students, right? Well, If they were actually able to do it, then I guess that's why they were called Ultimates. Then are the killings we're involved in connected to them as well? It's no use! I'm going to freeze to death. I'm at my limit. I need to get out of here. Shivering, I ran out the freezing room. I don't know, but it's dumb. That does sound pretty dumb. I'd be mad too. Even if it's just 30 bucks, like, being charged for something you didn't buy or whatever is just, like, the most annoying thing. Phew, that was close. I nearly froze to death. Yes, where should I go next? Have I been in here? No, it's locked. I can't go in there. Okay, so where have I not gone in? Or like, what door has been unlocked? Not that. I've already been in the dojo. Oh wait, no, I haven't been in here. The only one who even watches Danganronpa is my mom, but she didn't buy anything? Uh-oh. Somebody hacking your credit card? No, I should ignore it. I'm just going to pretend I didn't see him.
Jeez.
When I went inside this room, that bastard bear was suddenly here. He keeps glancing at me. Wonder why. Huh. It's gonna be shitty either way.
Damn right.
So you handle it. There's no way I'm gonna deal with that idiot. I don't want to do that either. Wait. I really... No. What? I canceled that shit? Oh, that's good. At least, you know, you didn't get completely fully charged. So, that's good, I guess. Why, hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing pleasingly well. Are you pleasingly well? You're pleasingly well, right? What are you doing here?
No, no!
Oh, there was another thing I needed to tell you on this floor. Teehee, I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth? Should have done that from the beginning. I don't want to read your manga in the first place. A high school student doesn't like manga. There's like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots. I'm getting really fed up with your babbling. Hurry up. What did you need to tell me? Hurry. It's about that key piece of information you've been waiting so long for. Surprise, it's about ultimate despair. Ahem. Even though the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days, it was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive. High school girl. Junko Enoshima.
Hey,
As the former ultimate despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor, and created the ultimate despairs. There was one really horrible person in that group.
Don't fuck with me.
Hold on a sec. I don't know what that ultimate despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. There's no way people would join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl.
unbelievable.
Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it.
Hey,
That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, fair enough, she even influenced those in the highest echelons of power. Haven't heard that word before. Her connections were the main reason that incident became the tragedy in the first place. Junko's skill issue, I can do it. So she even recruited people who would have been in a position to neutralize the threat?
Huh?
Then what was their purpose? What? Like I said, why did they cause that incident? It doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they'd do what they did without any purpose.
hey,
It was Junko Enoshima's despair. Huh? For Junko Enoshima, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko Enoshima as Junko Enoshima. What are you saying? I'm a stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Junko Enoshima is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving. For her, everything is despair. What the hell is even that? With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea had been slammed right into their minds. Teacher Junko was also slammed into my mind when I first played the first game. And so the ultimate despairs who had been recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs. All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko and Oshima. Like believers making offerings to their god. Like a mother providing food to her children. They dedicated all of despair so they could escape from despair, all in Junko and Oshima's name. For example, they killed their families and friends and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it was something that they had to do. There's no way something that crazy is possible. Do you know about the final days of the Reserve Corps students during the tragedy of Hope Peak Academy? Final days?
In other words,
Junko has the power to change people's values. This is also true of famous people throughout history. Hey, what do you mean final days? What happened to the Reserve Department?
of course.
They fulfilled their role as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. And so, the 2,357 students of the Reserve Department all committed mass suicide. Jeez.
What'd you say?
All 2,357 students? Oops. It wasn't all of them. One person was excluded. One person was excluded, huh? Is that me? Oh my gosh. Is it you? Who knows? Is he really saying that? I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate despair, Junko and Oshima. That doesn't scare me at all. I mean,
Bastard!
Junko and Oshima's already dead. Huh? Look who it is. Lots of bullet points. Hey, Fuyuhiko, is it true what you said? Junko and Oshima's really dead?
Huh?
Huh? What? You didn't see? There was a book called Manga for Moan's Killing School Life in that bloody classroom. Bloody? A bloody classroom? No, wait. What was that you said about the killing school life? Oh, yeah, it's this. Like the killings we were involved in, they were killings that happened at Host Peak Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took their own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. The killing school life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape from the academy.
Hey,
For a manga about the killing school life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed killing school life was Junko and Oshima. The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko and Oshima is dead.
like,
Turns out that killing school life was part of that whole biggest, most awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of former students of Host Peak Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students of Host Peak Academy, and she took away their memories. That's just like us. Just like me, for real. Apparently the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. There's a limit to being a cruel asshole. Surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole thing?
oh,
Students of Host Peak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. It's messed up. But that messed up plan was stopped. Junko and Oshima failed. Junko lost to the students she placed in her trap, and after being overcome by the despair she created, she took her own life. Then Junko is no more. No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not doesn't matter.
bastard!
Junko and Oshima isn't alive anymore. Then, who is our enemy? If Junko and Oshima's already dead, are the rest of the Ultimate Despairs behind this? Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings we were involved in resemble that killing school life. Well, I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just that. An imitation.
No shit!
If the students from Host Peak Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we'll lose to some fake. But if this really is an imitation, are those surveillance cameras the same too? I cameras all over Jabberwock Island. Are they broadcasting to somewhere just like the surveillance cameras during the killing school life? Why is my nose so itchy? Man, Hajime, you totally know about that story, huh? What? Do you have a problem with that? Well, I really wanted you to read the manga version since I took the time to draw it.
What are you gonna do?
Oh well, I'll just raise the flag. Flag? What do you mean raise the flag? What's gonna happen if you do that?
Ooh, how exciting.
One step at a time. You're getting closer to clearing my character out. You're not making sense again.
Well now.
Now then, I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and the inside. I'll raise them flags like crazy. What a surprise. Do you want to hear about the Ultimate Despair again? No, I don't really need you to...
Hey,
You know the term Ultimate Despair refers to a group these days is actually the term used to describe Junko Nishima, the original Ultimate Despair. She started on his own. As former Ultimate Despair, she created a despair breeding with charm and humor and created Ultimate Despairs. Okay, we kind of read this already. Right? Okay. So, we done here then? Wait, what the? Huh? It changed to a different hallway again. So sudden. What's going on to make something like this happen? No, I've already decided that I'm not going to be surprised. That's right. There's no time for me to be surprised by something like this. Yeah, exactly. So... Hey, oh boy, there's a lot to deal with. Let's just start with her. I'm kind of twitching her nose like a beast and examining her surroundings. Hey, what happened?
Based on my gut feeling.
Well, you know, it's just my gut, but I feel like someone's getting closer. Huh? What do you mean? Who?
So...
Oh, it's just my gut after all.
It's just my gut.
But still, her gut is pretty impressive. For some reason, it's strangely intuitive. And Monaco did say something about the main cast coming. It's surprising, but her gut must be correct again this time. Yep. Her giant gut that allows her to eat so much food and still remain fairly healthy looking? Question mark? Unlike a Byakuya to Grande music room. What the? That? This looks like the music room. I feel like I can see something strange. Yeah, let's look at it. Looks like it's some sort of monument. Why would there be a monument in a music room? And not just that, the mark engraved into the monument is the symbol of the Future Foundation, right? Below that symbol, there's a short passage engraved. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. Huh? The Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy? Aren't they known as World Ender? This is completely different. Oh, come on, completely made it up. Oh. I didn't even see that camera, to be honest. Alright, so there's piano, that, and... Okay. Nice looking grand piano, that'd be very valuable. Ibuki might have been able to play this. Oh, don't bring her up, man. What is this? Words are floating in the air. This is like a hologram, right? Floating letters are forming a sentence. Looks like a passage from an email. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have obtained information. A person who claims to be a survivor at Hope's Peak Academy. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If they are survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, it's possible they may be targeted by Ultimate Despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Though I don't believe the group can go that far without Junko Nishima rallying them. In a worst case scenario, we must prevent the repeat, or a repeat, of the killing school life. Also, if they are survivors of Host Peak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable for us, or to us. However, we are still investigating the details of their origins, and we haven't located them either. We will continue investigating this matter. Also, regarding a separate matter, we have received a report from the research facility on Jabberwock Island. Preparations have been completed. It seems we can proceed with the experimental phase of the Neo World program. Survivors of Host Peak Academy? 15 students? Is that about us? Excluding Chiaki, who was part of the Future Foundation, there were definitely 15 of us, but what does survivors mean? It's like they're talking to some other world. What happened outside Jabberwock Island? The biggest and most tragic event in human history is really true, then the world isn't normal anymore. Maybe. I'm starting to feel like we might be better off not remembering the memories we've lost. Okay. That's all the clues in this room. It's already confirmed. The Future Foundation is on our side at least. They were founded by the graduates of Host Peak Academy and they took us in to protect us. If that's true, Chiaki should have made that clear to us. You know, as long as Monokuma was around, she probably couldn't say anything carelessly. Monokuma, she's the Future Foundation's enemy, and its true identity must be the ultimate despairs who caused the biggest, most— oh my god, just say the bad history, or whatever. The ones who are carrying out the will of Junko and Mishima are making us go through this. Also, this caught my attention in the email too. What is this research facility on Jabberwock Island mentioned in the email? What's that about? The only Future Foundation facility we found was that ancient ruin. There's no way that's the research facility. If there really is a research facility on this island, there should be other Future Foundation members here. Somehow, there's still so many mysteries. Okay, my eyesight is not helping. The heck is that? An Allspark? Transformers? Alright, where do I go? Oh. Found it. This feels different from a classroom.
Maybe.
Probably the office, right? I mean, the room kind of has that stuffy teacher vibe to it. The office, huh? Now as you mention it, it does look like that.
Well,
Those plants do not look very HD. More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere. How much longer is this guy gonna be obsessed with Sonia? Give it up already. That's what I'm saying.
Huh? Are you serious?
Okay, so we got plant, word, blackboard. Something written on the blackboard. What's written here? What in the world? List of subjects is written on the blackboard in large letters just like below. Or just below that. What? Just like below? Where am I getting these words from? They're names I've seen before. An extremely overwhelming portrait is hanging on the wall. I feel like I've seen it before, but the name etched into the placard says Host Peak Academy founder Izuru Kamakura. Dude looks like some American history dude. Founder of Host Peak Academy and his name Izuru Kamakura. Doesn't this clearly contradict the information I obtained earlier? Damn it, another mystery. Is it just those two? Yeah. Who is that? There's a newspaper posted on the blackboard below that. Yoko Sayonji is written there. What's this newspaper? That does not look like... What is this? It says Miss Hiyoko Sayonji. This can't mean the same Hiyoko, right? I mean, the Hiyoko we knew. She was much smaller and looked more childlike. It was pretty much her defining feature. But the photo in this newspaper, in a way, I can see the resemblance to Hiyoko, but her height and figure, It's too different from the Hyoko we knew. What does this mean?
Huh?
Huh? This lady looks pretty mature. Is she Hyoko's older sister or something? No, it says Hyoko Sayonji here. Oh, then Hyoko has an older sister with the same first and last name. An older sister with the same first and last name?
I mean...
That's the only explanation, right? I mean, look at it for yourself. That's not Hyoko. But did you ever hear her mention an older sister?
Man...
Well, it's not like I was that close to her or anything.
Wrong.
She doesn't have an older sister. Hyoko is the Sayonji family's only daughter. If she doesn't have a sister, then a relative? No, there's still too much of a resemblance.
What are you saying?
That's Hyoko. Huh?
Of course not!
What are you saying? Hyoko doesn't have a curvy body like this. I mean, she was famous for her childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap for looking like that.
Well...
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt. What are you saying? What? She's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt.
Today, I'm feeling white.
You're feeling white? Okay, whatever that means. Regardless, all the clues I provided are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair.
What's going on?
What the heck? This is the truth? This is the truth. Then the Hyoko in this newspaper. Is he really saying this is the same person? That's impossible. I mean, how can there be a photo of a grown-up Hyoko when she's already dead? Why does this even exist?
Hey, hey!
Could it be related to that list of subjects over there? Huh?
This is bad!
If it says subjects, maybe it means there was some kind of experiment, right? Did that experiment change Hyoko's body? Oh, what am I saying? Saying out loud makes it sound messed up. What experiment? If it's some kind of experiment, it would mean that we're also test subjects, right? I mean, our names are also written on the blackboard under that list of subjects. What kind of experiment was it?
What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on? It better not have anything to do with time travel. That would be interesting. Okay, and now let's... Flowers. Flowers on top of the desk? Plus, they look strange to me. Mine is just tired. Looks a little bit like Minecraft.
Are we screwed?
And the subjects seem really dangerous.
Hey, hey!
I don't know, this killing is gonna have some psychotic conclusion that's like it's some experiment. Who knows? The letters floating in the air. Okay. We understood this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best and continue your investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko and Oshima, the fact remains that they are extremely or incredibly dangerous. Even after death, or after her death, the tragedy has not ended. Perhaps there is still a leader on par with Junko and Oshima. As long as we do nothing about the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of a shining future. Immediately eliminated? Does that mean this is in order to kill them? That doesn't sound peaceful at all. Well, I guess that's understandable. If the biggest, most awful, tragic event in human history is as terrible as it sounds, it's pretty much all-out war. The remnants of despair are the ones waging that war. There's no way they'd be forgiven that easily. Okay. Okay, with this, you've totally raised all the flags on this floor. Congratulations, Hajime. You shall now go on to the next stage. Next stage. Damn it, not again. The hallway is different from the last time. I guess when the flag on the convention is raised, I'll move to a different hallway than the last. But how can you do that? No, now's not the time to be confused by that. Thinking about it is just going to waste my energy. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. That's so weird. Okay, I can't go there. If feels like I'm playing like a beta test or something, like a what's the word I'm thinking of? Like before development, before the game actually comes out, it's like still being experimented and stuff. I'm like a game tester. Wait, what? Did I miss the door? Can't go there. Go there. Oh, wait. That window is moving. Okay, there we go. The rec room. Let's look around before I... That is... wow. There's a billiard table, a dartboard, and a shelf lined with magazines. Hard to think a room like this actually exists inside a school. Yeah, well, not exactly the most surprising thing we've seen, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's file with Post Big Academy seal on it. It says confidential. That means this is a big secret, right? How would an important document be here? Well, I'm even asking a question like that. Obviously, Monokuma's responsible. I need to confirm what's in the file. About the Hope Cultivation Plan. For many years, Hope Peak Academy has conducted rigorous research into various talents. The Hope Cultivation Plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. With our hands, we will birth a true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. This plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation, so we must succeed at all costs. The file was a series of detailed instructions and intricate orders. It was full of difficult technical terms, and I had no idea what any of them meant. However, the word True Hope left a strong impression on my mind for some reason. Hope Cultivation Plan was created for the sake of birthing true hope. Hope's Big Academy was behind something like that? I don't really get it, but there's something about these words. True hope, huh? Okay. Lots of different magazines here. Fashion, motorcycles, martial arts, sports, blah blah blah. Okay, cool. Wait, what did that last part say? Oh, My Hero been happy to... Alright, let's look at this hologram. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have finally succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. Though they were all dispersed, we were successful in acquiring all 15 of them, due to the fact we were unable to ask them about specific details. It is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It's been reported that some were wounded, so it seems certain that they survived under harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigation, we determined that they are the same age as the others. So we have decided to entrust them to the survivors of the killing school life. As for the remnants of despair, there are still no solid leads regarding this matter, and we have no new information to report. We will continue with the investigation. Once they are discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. Wow. It says here that they succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. That means we should have been protected by the Future Foundation, right? And why is this happening? If the Future Foundation was protecting us, why were we forced to kill each other on this island? I guess it's not possible that the Future Foundation set this all up.
What's this?
My, Hajime. You keep worrying like that, you're gonna get a toothache and collapse. It's your fault. What's this hologram thing anyway?
Hey,
It's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation's emails. I thought they made a perfect clue, so I did a little bit of hacking here and there to get them. You can even do that? Whoever's controlling you seems to possess many talents.
no.
Well, who cares about me anyway? That's not important at all. Sure. There's no way that's not important. His true identity should connect everything to what's happening right now. What the? Looks like I'm in a different hallway again. Pretty much used to it by now, but even so. What is this space? Am I dreaming or something? I mean, this is totally disconnected from reality. I am Spider-Man. Okay. What the? What happened? Whoa, she spat out an egg. It wants to give you something? Don't throw that. 2 tissues and 250 coins? Goodbye. Okay. What the? Can't go that way. What is happening to you, girl?
It smells.
It's close. It's very close. Someone is coming. Pause. Try not twitching your nose and examine your surroundings.
Based on my gut feeling.
They're definitely real close. At least that's what my gut is telling me. Okay, answer this with your gut. Is it an enemy or an ally? Let's see. My gut feeling is they're both.
Yo!
He's right. They're both. Both? What do you mean?
You.
I don't know any details. Just my gut, after all. That's true, I guess. Nice gut. Okay. Ooh. Whoa. Alright. Can't go there. Dude, what door did I miss? Oh. Library. This must be a library. The undercover president probably left something here too. I should hurry up and find it. 1, 2... That is it? Okay. This hologram again. Must be another one of Future Foundation's emails. Alright. The Future Foundation 14th Division. Makoto Naegi. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is a serious act of treason, do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to the world. Distinctive, you joined the Future Foundation because you agree with our ideals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy you survived, and cooperated with recovering your memories. Immediately return the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. What does this mean? This email suggests that someone was trying to let the remnants of despair escape. This email is addressed to Makoto Naegi. But he's with the Future Foundation, right? Then, why was he trying to protect the remnants of despair? Did he betray the Future Foundation? Makoto, we know him! He was from the first game! That's it, right? Alright, let's see if the door here open now. Yep. 2B! I'd love to be. He is waifu. Didn't I walk into a classroom? I don't really get it, but this looks like the laundry room. No use worrying about it, but I was in a school and now I'm suddenly in a laundry room. So we got tablet PC. Oh, I see you there.
No.
Damn, I have massive coins. This looks like a tablet computer. Looks like the power is on too. Is this the next clue? Neo World Program. This word, Neo World. I seem to recall hearing it and seeing it a few times already. The Neo World Program has another name. Psychotherapeutic Communications Simulator. The Neo World Program is built with the most recent psychotherapy technology and administrative software. To develop the Neo World Program, individuals such as the Ultimate Programmer, the Ultimate Neurologist, and the Ultimate Therapist were among the many talented people whose research results were utilized. By mounting a device to the cranium, the Neo World Program allows its subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world. Interesting. Additionally, the Neo World Program has another feature. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of the virtual world. However, this device is for psychotherapeutic purposes only. Any other use is expressly forbidden. Though it is highly effective in treating brainwashing, abusing the device risks total personality destruction. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program. Sounds like that's what happened to us, maybe? Slowly everything around me turned black. Synthetic virtual world program? Feeling of emptiness, like everything is being tainted. A feeling of weakness, like the world is collapsing beneath my feet. Everything is starting to feel meaningless. The desperate attempts, the sad goodbyes, the conflicts, the trust I felt until now. It's all disappearing until all I feel is despair. Ah! I screamed loudly as if I was confirming the sound of my own voice. There's no way I can accept this. I'm starting to accept that there's no way something as crazy as this actually exists.
Nice!
You gotta raise the flags more in order to clear my character out. Now then, despair is waiting for you. Impossible. This is impossible. It's all made up. Everything is all made up. Made up? Including me too? Are we just fake people? Just virtual humans? That would be quite the twist if we were just virtual characters. Like, I mean, technically they are, right? But like, you know what I mean. What the f... Hey, how are you doing? Did you enjoy the killing school trip? By the way, do you guys remember the speech I made at the beginning? From this point on, I promise you a world that truly deserves to be called a game. Hoo hoo hoo, you guys are the only ones watching this who can save them. The end of the world is nigh. What you gonna do? What's gonna happen? Isn't it exciting? Isn't it heart-throbbing? Look forward to it. Hoo 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 hoo. Ah, my eyes. This hallway. When we first arrived here, I walked. What is this code? I walked down this hallway from the classroom to get to the gym. I don't really see a resemblance, but oh goodness. Oh my lord. Whoa! This is so weird. Oh, look how cute it is. Chibi me. I hope you stay as Chibi me forever. Well, this is really blinding.
Well?
Are you familiar with the placebo effect and the nocebo effect? I believe that's how it's pronounced, maybe? The placebo effect is when your health improves after taking a fake medicine that you believe is real. And a nocebo effect is the exact opposite. Which means as long as the human brain controls all other bodily functions, if the brain believes something is real, it will become real. Why would you bring that up all of a sudden?
Huh?
Huh?
my.
Huh? I'm not sure. I do not fully understand. What the heck? Okay, you strange girl. Can't go in there. What is that? Oh, it's Monokuma. Okay, I'm on. The moment you discover that the truth was a lie, all hope will disappear. Oh, that's all you have to say. So 1B and everything else is closed, so I guess we just go in there. Look at Monokuma freaking out. Whoa. Big object. Is this floating? That's impossible. There's no way something this big would be floating like this. But what in the world is it? The moment I looked at the object. It's a poneglyph. It's welcome. Welcome to the Neo World program. A person? A floating person is talking to me. Who is it? No, is this even a person in the first place? I'm not quite a person. I'm simply an artificial intelligence program. It would make me happy if you called me Alter Ego. That is the name my master gave me when he created me. It can talk. But what are you? Alter Ego? Artificial intelligence program? I am the master program behind the Neo World program. I am responsible for creating and overseeing this world. However, only the observer has the authority to directly influence you guys. I can't actually exert much influence. In fact, my existence is one that you don't normally meet. I'm sort of like an apartment manager or something. I may oversee the entire apartment building, but I lack the power to manage individual rooms. But the virus has infected everything I'm supposed to be managing. And because of that, this world I'm managing is acting very peculiar. Well, hold on. My brain can't follow what you're saying. Let me gather my thoughts first. Damn it, it's that feeling from earlier again. This floating... Wait, this floating? Like my feet are hovering above the floor. I'm assuming they meant this floating feeling, not floating. It's like I can't feel my feet or the ground. Like, I can't even believe my own existence. Hey, you should know, right? Where is this place? Tell me, what is the Neo World program? The Neo World program has omitted the data collection procedure for shaping the entire world. As such, only the data we collected during the experimental stage is being utilized. Specifically, that means the data detailing Jabberwock Island, where this research facility is located. That is why the previous Jabberwock Island's cityscape was restored. Ergo, if I am to answer your question, where is this place? The answer would be mostly Jabberwock Island. Certain portions of it are different depending on the circumstances. For example, the school you're in. It appears this space is entirely under the virus's influence. That's probably why I'm appearing before you too. However, even without the virus, these circumstances are a bit unnatural. It seems the launch was rushed, and because of that, there wasn't enough time to collect any data. I'm sorry, I don't really know the circumstances of the outside world. After all, I'm simply the overseer of the Neo World program. Most of its words, I understood what they meant, but I couldn't understand what was being said. There was no way for me to acknowledge it as the truth. It would make much more sense if it was a fictional world. Wait, are you saying this world is a fictional world? I feel like I can't believe what's going on here. This missing sense of reality, all the mysteries, all the truths. They're all just fiction. Is that... Even so, I need to know. I need to know what this world is. Hey, can you tell me? What was the Neo World program used for in the first place? The Neo World program serves only one purpose. It's used to make the real world a splendid one. I guess you can say it's a program for creating hope. A program for creating hope? But the fact that we're here, and the fact that we don't have our memories, that's all the program's fault, right? Deleting memory is the first step towards replacing memory. Replacing memory data is one of the features of the Neo World program. With the installed memory control unit, it is possible to remove any time period you set to. And from there, you upload the memories obtained in the virtual world. Removing memories of any time period you set it to? So Monica was right. We did lose our school memories. But why? Why us? Why were our memories taken away? There's a reason for that, right? That is a mystery to me too. Booting the program on the survivor of Hope's Peak Academy while it's still in its experimental stage, I'm sure there was a very good reason. But unfortunately, I don't know what's happening in the outside world. I'm sorry. Are you saying we're lab rats? It's the only thing I can think of. It sounds like we're just lab rats. The Future Foundation did that to us? But they're trying to save the world, right? Or is the Future Foundation not our ally? I'm sorry, I can't provide that much help. If only I was more reliable. We wouldn't have lost my authority to a virus like this. All these new words make my head feel like it's about to burst. Can you tell me more about the observer and that virus? Well, for this session, the Neo World program was programmed to house 15 people along with 2 monitors. 2 monitors? Yeah, they were disguised as a teacher and one of the students. They were intended to guide the participants in this way. By the way, the observer in the teacher role has been given the authority to influence you all, but the observer in the student role was not. They weren't given any special authority at all, so they seemed the same as everyone else. What kind of authority does the teacher role have? As an example, the teacher creates the rules of this world and manages them. If the teacher is properly managing the rules they've created, there is no risk of abuse. But because of the virus infecting everything, that has changed. It changed the world, or this world, where violence shouldn't have existed in the first place. The Neo World program would have promised eternal peace, but just like the outside world, it's become a world filled with violence and death. What is that virus? I don't really know the details behind its true identity, but that function is beyond my capabilities. No matter how much I try to stop it, it behaves as if it already knows what I'm attempting to do. In the end, it stole a portion of my abilities, which contain my authority to build the world. It was like it was a grandmaster chess player. I desperately tried to fight back so it wouldn't have complete control. But even so, a portion of the world has been modified at its convenience. She's probably talking about Monokuma Rock in the funhouse. Based on what she's saying, it sounds like she's on the receiving end of a one-sided attack. The alter ego should be an impressive artificial intelligence that the Future Foundation created. I can tell that just by communicating with her. Which means this supposed virus is so smart that it surpassed this alter ego? If so, does that virus possess an artificial intelligence just like her? Damn it, what the heck? An artificial intelligence waging an attack against another one? That's so freaking irritating. How did that virus infect the Neo World program? The Neo World program exists in isolation. It's impossible it was infected through a network. It's impossible? I'm fairly certain someone physically uploaded it. Physically. Perhaps someone secretly brought an external memory drive containing the virus into the facility and directly uploaded it into the main computer where the Neo World program is installed. Based on my calculations, that's most likely what happened. It was brought to the Future Foundation's facility, but the only person who can enter the facility is someone who is a member of the Future Foundation. Damn it, what am I thinking? Why am I assuming that what I just heard is the truth? Why am I assuming that everything is a lie? But it's true that the virus is powerful, and that I'm completely overwhelmed by it. But I'm still able to defend the essential areas, so it has a limit too. A limit. If it took over an observer, then it has to follow the rules of an observer. Such as, in order to end the program and release everyone, I need to follow the correct procedure and...
Hey!
Okay, even if you're just a god in the machine, that's enough hints from you. If you're gonna say something more, suppose that you exist between life and death. The death of yourself is inevitable. If so, it can't be parallel to the deflection based on the definition of existence that constitutes the relationship. There, the paradigm change results by being cut off. Wait, what am I reading? By being cut off rapidly causes a situation where your own existence is unobservable and accelerates and crosses the with the joint ownership of the world and the situation for the context, invites your... Das. Hey? I know that silhouette. What the heck? What just happened? You're right there, aren't you? Someone is right there, right? Huh? Who are you? Are you different from the earlier one? Maybe he can't hear my voice from this side? I'm currently talking to the world through alter ego. Ever since you guys vanished into that space, the video's feedback has been pretty distorted. But even so, we were forced to watch you this entire time. Huh? The things you guys were forced to do. We were forced to watch it. Forced to watch us? I really want to save you right away, but because of the virus's interference, I couldn't. Our orders are no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The Neo World program is beyond our control now. In that world, that person created an independent country that doesn't accept outside interference. But Alter Ego created an opportunity for me to speak to you directly. If this means that's working, then it means that the person I need to talk to is right there. I hope. It looks like this guy can't even hear me or see me. Just, who's this guy anyway? Is he our ally? Since there's no time, I'm going to say what I need to say and believe you're there listening to me. First, I should apologize to everyone. I know apologizing won't help, but we didn't imagine something like this would happen. We never expected such an atrocious virus was lurking inside the Neo World program. But that's entirely our fault. It's our responsibility for not realizing it until it was too late. But it's not just a virus either. I can't say for sure that the program didn't have any problems in the first place. To tell you the truth, I was unsure about whether or not to run the program on you guys, but this was the only way to save you all. I wanted to save you guys. Save us? What did he want to save us from? Why would this save us? You've already seen the password to enter the graduation exam ground, right? You know, 11037. Or I could just say 11037. That's the number we found in Nezumi Castle. The door to the ancient room was supposed to open after you all finished gathering the hope fragments. From there, you guys were supposed to challenge the graduation exam. However, I prepared that password just in case something went wrong. Like I said earlier, I had my doubts that this program was perfect. Even if the chance was slim, I thought the observer might end up going rogue. That's the reason I left that password in a place where the teacher role would not be able to go. I never thought Nagito, who saw it first, would erase that password. Anyway, I'm also the person who set that password to that number. That number contains a secret. Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in a dilemma. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm entrusting that will to you all. I've entrusted it to your future. But that person is trying to abuse the graduation exam. I'm sure they are going to crush you with despair using the graduation exam that's waiting for you. But I want you guys to endure it without giving up on hope. I want you guys to withstand it until I get there. Because I have a secret to defeat them. Does that mean he has a secret plan to defeat Monokuma? In a worst case scenario where an observer who has the role of teacher goes rogue, I prepared a hidden command to use at the graduation exam site. It's the forced shutdown sequence. Forced shutdown sequence? Even a teacher's authority can't stop at command. Or stop that command. It's a way to end this so that that you guys can choose on your own, independently of the observer. Which means even if they stole the teacher's authority, they shouldn't be able to stop it. If they use that, you guys will win. However, in order to start the forced shutdown sequence, you need more than half the number of people. And in order to do that, I need to somehow get that number. Uh-oh. Well, I'm so confused. So am I like in a virtual world? I'm not real?
Say what?
What was that just now? Hey, Hajime, what was that weirdness just now? Nothing really. I see.
Anyway.
Oh, anyway, that's all the hints you're gonna get. That no good artificial intelligence tells you any more useless stuff? I'm gonna butt in again. Monokuma not knows what just happened? It's been a while since I've spoken at length, but it was important to talk to you. It was worth waiting a long time here. Hey, about that guy just now. There shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me. I see. It'd be bad if Monokuma overheard us. That means Monokuma doesn't know about the conversation I had with that guy just now. You guys have a weapon. A very powerful weapon. It all depends on how you guys use that weapon. The only thing I can do is prevent the virus's invasion with all my might so you guys can use that weapon. The rest is up to you. Do your best. Do our best, huh? But what do we have to do our best at? The mystery is getting solved. I'm finally starting to see the truth. But what are we supposed to do when that truth is really a lie? We know we're working towards a conclusion that nobody wants to hear. But still, do we really need to work hard and do our best? Is there really a reason to do our best? If everything was a lie, then isn't everything just meaningless? It's the same for the killings too. Even though we had to experience something as painful as that, something as tragic as that, wouldn't all that be meaningless too? When the world is flipped over and becomes so irrational, what am I supposed to do? Okay, I guess we can leave here now. Ding dong, bing bong.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's time for the long-awaited graduation
flashing
exam.
lights.
Please enter the red door located on the first floor of Hope Speak Academy.
Door, floor. See you soon. A red door, huh? It's just a waste of time thinking about what this all means right now. For now, I need to finish this. I need to just focus on that. Okay, so we need to go to a red door. Oh, where's? Just gonna do a little bit of this. He means this red door, right? Do I just have to go in here? If I do that, will this be finished? Well, let's find out. Whoa. I can only look up and down. Kamui. Except it was like a binary code version. Class trial ground 1. Huh? This place.
Yo!
Looks like everyone's here. Everyone's here! Colors.
Damn right.
Seems that this is going to be the final place. However, this place is... Is this a trial field? Oh yeah, right. The trial field that we were in before? We've been here before, right? Yeah, this should be the place that the door at the ancient ruins leads to. Seems pretty strange that we've been in that other building up till now.
Damn it.
It's like we're dreaming or something. If this is a dream, then this too is very...
Welcome!
So you finally arrived. Congratulations! You guys are the first ones to ever beat this game. After stopping by Hope Speak Academy, you finally come back to this place. To the graduation exam site within the ancient ruins of Jabberwock Island. You can give it a fancy name like graduation exam site, but it's no different than the trial ground from before. This trial field actually inspired the one from before, so in a way, this place is the original.
Hey!
Who cares? This graduation exam means we can finally go home, right?
Of course!
If that's what you guys decide.
Huh?
And if we have to decide, what do we have to do?
Now then!
Ahem, please take a look at the LCD touch panel built into your seats. Compared to the other trials, the rules are much simpler this time.
Yes, indeed!
There are 2 options, graduate and repeat, right? You just have to choose one of them and press it. All of you will cast your vote, and whichever one has the majority will be considered your final decision. If you don't press either of them, it will be treated as an absence and will not be counted.
In other words...
Which means everyone who has died up till now will have their votes treated as absences.
Then...
Then the result is based on our majority vote. Ahem. The graduate is chosen by a majority vote. From there, an event that's kind of like a graduation ceremony called the graduation program will begin. Even if we do the stupid majority vote, the result is already pretty damn obvious. Come on, let's move this along. We can press it now, right?
No.
You can't do that yet. I mean, your resolve hasn't firmed yet, right? Your will to be swept away by society's harsh current.
Shut up! Shut up!
Who the hell cares? I'm gonna press it.
What's this?
My, which of your orifices are you using to spew bile? To participate in the graduation program, you need my final say as your teacher, you know. What? Does that mean it won't end with just a majority vote?
That's right!
After the vote, I'm going to judge every single one of you to see if it's okay for you to graduate or not.
Damn it!
So even if we vote, you're saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it.
Well...
I'm terribly sorry for being rude earlier.
No way!
Oh, you don't have to worry. There's no way I won't acknowledge your graduations. This is merely a formality. I'm just doing it because that's how it has to be. He's doing it because it's how it has to be? Doesn't mean he can exert his will over everything. He too has a limit. Is this what Alter Ego was talking about?
Anyway...
Even if you don't want to do it, you guys still need to do it to solve the mystery. Afterward, you cast your majority votes. From there, we can move on to the graduation program. But why do we have to go through something so dumb? Well, that is... You said you were waiting for the main cast, right? Which means you're just stalling for time then. Who's the main cast? Oh, no need to worry about it. That has nothing to do with you guys.
That is...
There is no way it has nothing to do with us. We're the only ones who are involved, you know.
So annoying.
It doesn't matter if you're involved or not. You're just a bunch of chumps in the big picture. That's what has nothing to do with you. Just perform your roles without complaining.
Pissed me off.
Hold on, what's with that chump comment?
I can't ignore that.
Not that it's important or anything, but make sure you turn off that toy.
I won't forgive you.
How dare you treat him like a toy?
What's this?
Yeah, I did treat it like a toy. You got a problem with that? I created everything. You're actually picking a fight with me? I'm basically a god. Just how promising can you guys be? I guess this is just the nature of life. Fine then, before you die, sear my power into your memories. What is happening? Oh, I see. I was not able to get... Wow, I don't have a lot of them. Yep, Alright, well, I have a feeling this is going to take a very, very long time. So, I guess I'll just end it here. So, thank y'all for tuning in. If I am free this week, which I should be, we'll come back to, I was gonna say Scarlet, but we're playing Violet, going to Violet. So, hope y'all look forward to that. So yeah, thank y'all for tuning in once again. Hope y'all have a good day, afternoon, evening, night, etc. I will catch you all next time. Alright, have a good one. Bye-bye.